and I write the travel and lifestyle blog What the Fab. I'm based in San Francisco and I founded What the Fab back in 2012. It covers everything from travel and in-depth city guides to fashion and beauty, and it's really a resource to help women live their best lives. To me, travel is all about the inspiration and excitement that I get when I am visiting a new city, experiencing a new culture, and meeting new people. One of my favorite trips that I've taken was a recent trip to Italy. We were there for a month and got to experience a bunch of different cities, all of the food and history and culture. It was just an awesome trip and I can't wait to come back again someday. One of my best travel tips is to always have a toiletry bag that is packed with everything that you need, and you don't have to unpack it, repack it when you're going on your trip. You just have everything you need in your toiletry bag and you throw it in your luggage and you're good to go.
Hi, I'm Lauren Hawk from Salt Lake City, Utah, and I own the blog and social media Lauren Cakes. I like to talk about beauty, fashion, skincare, and I always throw a little hint of women empowerment in all of my posts because I believe that confidence is contagious and I want everybody to feel like they are their best selves no matter who they are, where they are, or where they're coming from. I believe that travel is beneficial to everybody because it opens our minds to other cultures and ways of living. When I travel, I feel like I'm learning and growing, and that is so important to our world. My favorite trip was to Maui, and I actually stayed with a friend there, so we didn't do the whole resort vibe, and I was able to learn from them and enjoy the culture and see what it was like to feel so connected to the earth. My biggest traveling tip is to get TSA pre-check.
Hey everyone, it's Aisha, aka Lush here from livinglush.com, and my blog Living Lush is a fashion, beauty, lifestyle, plus motherhood with all the travel blog that's basically focusing on how to get that luxurious lifestyle while also staying on a budget. So I'm here, so excited to be part of Babes That Wander, to expand upon the travel and show that luxurious life of traveling with your friends and being part of diversity. Travel to me means being able to connect and have those experiences that you can't get everywhere else, which is why I joined this group and I'm part of it, being one of the founding sevens, because we're going to be able to go on these trips, bond together, and share experiences that we can't get everywhere else. My favorite experience that I had while traveling, and it was in the Bahamas. A couple years ago, before we had our baby, we decided to go to the Bahamas twice in 1 year. But the first time that we went, we were able to go to the Bahamas, stay on this all-inclusive resort, me and my husband. And during the one day, we went on this excursion where we were able to get on a boat, go off to a little island, a Blue Lagoon island, and swim with the dolphins, which was super fun because the dolphins love to interact with you. They're the dogs of the sea, and of course, I love dogs. I have one of my own, so to be able to actually play with them was super, super fun. When I travel, the one thing that I always do is I pack a good amount of things in my travel carry-on while still leaving some space. So in the case that when I'm checking my bag in, I can transfer things over if it's overweight. It also allows me to have the ability to bring things back. So whether I put them in my check bag and then put more things in my travel carry-on or vice versa. Special thing, when you bring your travel carry-on and you're like, I don't want to put it in the overhead compartment, you can always check it for free. So the thing is, you go up there and when they ask you who wants to volunteer to check their bag, I always do. They check it, it comes out with your regular check bag, but it's not an extra fee. So that's one of the biggest tips I always recommend to people. I do it all the time and it's super, super helpful. It's less stress.
Hi guys, my name is Greta Haller and I am a style and travel blogger out of Nashville, Tennessee. My little corner of the internet is called gretahaller.com, and there you will find style for tall girls like me, I'm 5'10", and also couples travel guides. So I do a couple travel guides on millennials who are looking to go somewhere and maybe not do the traditional things. Travel to me is something that even at a young age, it was something that I knew was going to be a big part of my life. I would read a lot of books about travel, and I also grew up with my mother being a nurse doing a lot of medical missions, so she would jet off to Africa and Thailand and come back with the most amazing stories about what life was like there, the culture, the people, and I always just knew that that was going to be a huge part of my life when I got older. My favorite trips that I have ever taken. When we did Italy a couple of years ago, we went to Florence, and Florence was the most magical city. Everything there was just so unique, so beautiful. I can't even describe it. Just the food, the culture, the style, the atmosphere, the way of life. It just completely vibed with me. My biggest travel tip would be do all of your research beforehand and go with someone who's interested in the same things as you. When my husband and I were going to Italy a couple of years ago, the Portrait of the Last Supper was available for viewing. We got tickets, I think 9 months or a year in advance so we could go see it for ourselves. We also made sure we did our research so we knew if the museums were going to be closed or if the restaurants we wanted to go into had any certain days that they were open or hours. Knowing their timetable and their way of life, knowing when they take their breaks during the day or how late they wake up. Just do your research beforehand. Don't go into it just thinking, oh, we'll figure it out when we get here. For international travel, definitely figure it out before you get there.
Hello, my name is Jessica Moore of Miss Moore Style. I blog about fashion, beauty, lifestyle, and travel on a budget. I'm originally from Nashville, Tennessee, but I now consider myself an Angelino. I've been living in LA for the last 12 years, so I call it home. Travel is something that I didn't really do a whole lot of in my early 20s. It's one of my biggest regrets, actually. As I started being able to travel more in mid to late 20s, it really showed me and opened up my mind in so many ways. Like, you really have no idea how huge and amazing the world is until you actually get out and explore and experience it for yourself. And every time I travel, I come home feeling like I've grown and just enriched myself as a person. Being able to explore other people's cultures and see amazing historical sites, those are the things about travel that I love the most. My favorite trip that I've ever taken is probably my honeymoon that I went on last year with my husband. We went to Italy. It was our dream trip. We went to Florence, the Amalfi Coast, and Rome. We ate, we drank wine. It was romantic. We saw amazing scenery. We got to experience some incredible history. It's definitely a trip that I will remember for the rest of my lifetime. My favorite traveling tip is to always keep a little savings account that is just for traveling. This way, you never have any excuses to not treat yourself to a trip. Travel is so important to me, so I always make sure that I have a little separate savings account set away so that I add money to that every month so that I can always go and take a trip no matter what. Thank you so much for watching our little intro for Babes That Wander. I hope you stick around. I hope you hit that subscribe button so that you can see the rest of our incredible adventures that we're about to go on and share our travel stories as diverse women in the travel blogging world. So hit that subscribe button, ding that notification bell so you're always notified. Make sure that you also find us on Instagram and check out our blog. All those links will be in the description box below. We can't wait to share our first Babes That Wander adventure with you all.